Welcome back everybody, my name is Warden and this is an update video for Simple Arsenal. Now today we're going to talk about some of the new changes for version 0.3 which include headshots. Very cool. We're going to have some weapon stats overhaul which basically change how damage works because of headshots. I've added some settings and also some player outlines, so stay tuned for those. And also because many of you guys have been requesting crafting recipes, I'll be giving you guys a sneak peek on what I've been working on about crafting recipes at the end of the video, so please stay and watch until the end. Now first thing first, we're going to talk about some headshots. So this is probably one of the coolest things that I have added so far, and basically my scripts can determine whether you got a headshot or a body shot. So let's say I shoot this husk right here in the body, you know, it does some normal amount of damage, but if I were to shoot it in the head, as you can see, it does way more damage. So what this means is that before these guns would, you know, do the same amount of damage no matter where you hit them. But now, if you hit them in the body, it does a lot less damage than if you hit them in the head. For example, the AK-47 I think does 1.5 damage to the body and 10 damage to the head. So it is a very significant increase. Same thing goes for every other gun, so for example the DMRs, aka AR-15, these guns, they also, I mean of course they also have this new headshot mechanic, so if I were to hit them in the body it does around 5 damage, if I hit them in the head it's an insta-kill. I think it's like 20, right? And same thing with like the SMGs, although they obviously do less damage because they shoot much faster. And then, if I were to show the shotgun, obviously the shotgun also does have this mechanic. And also, I've increased the reload speed, just because I felt that it was a bit clunky, having the reload speed be so slow, especially with like tactical reloads. You want to do it fast, right? It's called tactical for a reason. But also, this headshot mechanic doesn't work for all mobs right now. I'm not sure which ones it doesn't work on, but I do know that it works for like pillagers, zombies, blazes, the normal mobs. Like basically if it's a human looking mob, it's gonna work. But please comment down below if you find any mobs that this headshot mechanic doesn't work on, so that I can fix it for those mobs. Next up, as I was talking about, the weapon stats overhaul. Basically each weapon does less damage to their body and more damage to the head. So even for snipers like the MK13, if you hit them with body shot, I mean they still die in one hit. But if you hit them in the head, it does way more damage. My aim is not that good, but you know, it applies for every gun. Oh goodness. And also, just as a reminder, if you guys watch until the end of the video, I will be giving you guys a sneak peek on crafting recipes, so please stay tuned for that. Now next up, I'm going to talk about settings. So what's going to happen is you can either use this function, so it's function Simple Arsenal SAR settings, which will pop up this settings page, and basically what it'll have is all the current settings that I have right now, which is multiplayer support. Of course, you guys want this to be active. Guns breaking blocks, right? So basically, right now, guns can break glass blocks. If you turn this off, they won't be able to break glass blocks. And in the future, if I add block breaking back, or they can break any block, then you can also use this to deactivate that. Show player outlines. I'll talk about that in just a second. But this is a very cool feature that I've added in this version as well. And show settings after entering world. So I'm going to keep this activated for now, and basically let me just leave the world, and when I come back it should immediately show me the settings when I enter in the world. And this is just to make it convenient to tell you guys that there is settings for this add-on. Obviously you can always turn that off, so if I just do the function again, I can turn this off, and then whenever I enter the world, instead of showing me that page, because it could be very annoying, what it'll show me is just, hey, you've downloaded Simple Arsenal and use this function to change settings. So it'll just not show you that pop-up, and it'll show you something like this instead. And also, I will definitely be adding more settings in the future, so please comment down what settings you guys want. and I'll add that. So now let's get back to the player outlines. So this is definitely a very cool feature that I've added. I'm gonna get on my phone right now just to show you guys exactly how it looks like. Alright, so as you can see, this is me on my phone right now, and as you can see, he has a yellow outline. Now there are two colors, there's yellow and there's blue. If you see a yellow outline, then it means that PvP is on, so I can actually hit him, or I guess hit me. And obviously, headshots also work on players, so you can have some fun in PvP maps for using headshots. And if I were to turn PvP off real quick, then you'll get a blue outline because now they are your friendly, and then obviously you can't shoot them. And if I go back to settings, what you can see is if I were to just turn this off, show player outlines, I turn that off, then that line is gone. So if you guys don't want this outline for any reason, then you can always just turn it off. But I will turn it back on for now. But basically this works for all players, so obviously I can't really show you what it looks like for my phone, but my phone would also see me with an outline. I can't see my own outline, but everyone else can. Finally, I forgot to talk about this, but it's been a while since I've made a video, and since then I've added the AKM, which has this very nice iron sight over here. In the future I plan to add an iron sight for like every gun, but it is a lot of work, so you might have to wait quite a long while before that happens. It's a lot of work to add iron sights because instead of having to line up one dot, you have to line up two things. But I will definitely try my best to add an iron sight to every gun. So instead of having the scopes being positioned, you could add those on yourselves. And finally, to show what you guys have been waiting for, some sneak peeks for the crafting recipes. Now this isn't exactly related to crafting recipes, but as you can see we have aluminum ore and we have titanium ore. So these are going to be items that you could use to craft your firearms. I will not show you guys everything yet, but basically aluminum ore, you can mine it using iron and above, deep slate barium as well. And it will drop some raw aluminum. For the titanium ore, you cannot mine it with an iron pickaxe, it will not work. But you can mine it with diamond and above. And well, it is a very hard element, so it takes a very long time to mine. But a very, very nice thing that I've added so far is that efficiency does work. So as you can see, it makes mining the ore much faster. Now I know a lot of other add-ons that add ores don't have this capability. It's one of those tiny things that I like to add to my add-ons, just to make your game feel nicer, just to make playing the game feel nicer, and also make these ores seem like they're actually vanilla ores instead of, added by a mod. And similarly, if you have silk touch on your pickaxes, then it'll just drop the block. But as you can see, we have raw aluminum, raw titanium, and you could use these to craft items in the future. And I'll talk more about this when the update comes out, and also on our Discord server. So if you join our Discord server, you can also see a lot of other sneak peeks that I've added, that I've shown so far. And also you might get a chance, wink wink, to basically test out some of these features before they are publicly released. I'll give you guys more information on that when it does happen, but please join our Discord server. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and thank you guys so much for staying until the end. I really do appreciate your support, and I don't know, share this add-on with your friends. It's probably one of the best firearms add-on. It's definitely going to become better, especially with these crafting recipes, and definitely have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.